everyone. Uh, Sorry for the radio silence. I just haven't been well lately. And with what's going on with my health, I guess it's just normal. I just keep having flares and migraines, and today I've got one monster of a migraine. I'm outside because I just felt like I needed some fresh air. About to put my sunglasses on, however, because the light is usually light doesn't bother me too much, but today with this migraine it's really hurting, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and change into my sunglasses. Hold that thought. Okay, and we're back. It's a little better. It's actually a really beautiful day here. The birds are chirping. It's almost feeling a bit springish, even though it's February. It's feeling a bit like springtime in the air, sort of. The sun is out, and it's really mild out. It's not cold. I don't know what the temperature is in Fahrenheit. I like abandoned Fahrenheit when I lived in London for all that time, because I got used to doing Celsius and I just never switched back. And Celsius to me makes more sense. I mean, 0 is freezing, not 32. 32, what is that? That just makes no sense. Don't get me started. But it's about, I think, 14, 15 degrees Celsius. So I'm guessing, what is that, like in the 60s Fahrenheit, something like that. Math is not my forte. There's a reason I majored in English. Yeah, so it's a really nice day, and it's a pity that I feel so incredibly crappy. But it is what it is. So this video will likely be a bit short, even though I haven't done videos lately. I'm gonna turn this way, even though I'm a bit in the dark, but I'm doing that on purpose because of my migraine, because it's just a bit much. And I may have to move yet again because I may get too cold here in the shade. This is the one little spot of shade that I have. When I go outside, and I do go outside, try to go outside every day, because I made a vow to myself when I was trapped in my room upstairs in my house for 4.5 years. I made a vow with myself, a very solemn vow, and said if I were ever able to get my house accessible enough to where I could get outside again, I would never take it for granted ever again. And I love the outdoors, always have, and it's like oxygen to me. I need to be outside at some point every day, at least for a little while. I mean, it doesn't have to be, long periods of time, but at least for a little while I need to be outside. So I do try to get out here. I mean, even if the weather's crap. Now obviously if it's pouring down rain, I can't get my wheelchair out in that because it can't get wet. Yeah, it's just one of those things. But if it's just cold, I'll bundle up and come out here. I don't care, that Scandinavian DNA is going to shine quite brightly when it's like that. I really, really like cold weather, so I don't mind it at all. But, what was I saying? I mean, my head is just clouding. It's scrambling my brain so badly. Anyway, so I'm limited when I come out here to the driveway. I mean, it's the only place I can go, because the wheelchair really can't go off-roading. It just can't. It can't. I'm just not able to go around because my yard is quite uneven and hilly, and there's all these dips and things like that. I would get stuck in a heartbeat. So yeah. It's one of those things where, when you sit around and you have daydreams and you think, gosh, if I won the lottery, what would I do? Well, obviously I can't even play the lottery because I'm too broke. But, in my little fantasy where I can afford to play the lottery and win it, one of the first things I do, besides donating a crap ton to charity and helping out people like me in situations like this who have been forgotten by society and forgotten by everybody and who really need help, that would be like numero uno on my list. But one little thing that I would like to do is, besides kind of fixing up the house a little, paying it off, I would get somebody out here to pour me some concrete or something in the front of the house and going like around the perimeter a little bit so that I could at least kind of access the side part of my house, because it's really quite beautiful over there. There's a lot of trees and wooded kind of sections back there. And that's one of the reasons I loved this house when I bought it, is because there was a lot of wooded area around it. And I thought, oh, that's really lovely, you know, and I would love to be able to access it. I have no way to get to it right now. I'm stuck with coming out here in my slanted driveway. I mean, I'm grateful to have it. I'm grateful to be able to come out here, but I am limited with where I can sit. Like when it gets really, really hot in summertime, this tree right here at the end of my driveway is the only thing that provides any shade, because there's no other shade anywhere accessible to me. There's plenty of shade over on the side and back of the house, but I can't get there, can I? So I come to this little tree here at the end of the driveway, and during certain parts of the day, even that's not any kind of refuge, because the sun, when it shifts in the sky, when it moves, and then this part right here on the driveway is like right out in the blazing sun. So, you know, up in the day, I can't sit out here and enjoy it. I just, you know, there's only really a couple of hours, and when it gets to be like late spring and throughout the summer and into fall, where I can come out here in the early morning for a little bit, and then the sun shifts and I can't really take advantage of that shade anymore. And you know, I mean, it's really silly stuff to even be complaining about, because I really have it good, because I have a roof over my head, and I am able to get outside now and able to do far more than I was able to do even a year ago. This past year has seen so many changes. I mean, for the better. Yeah, I've still got loads and loads of struggles, but I can get out of my house now, you know. I actually am able to get to doctor's appointments strategically, but I'm able to get there, and I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, I don't want this to come off sounding ungrateful or anything like that. I'm just saying it is what it is as far as me being able to come out here, and I'm a bit limited in where I can go out here. So when I make these videos, it's mostly going to be me in my driveway right now, because I can't get anywhere else. I'm hoping at some point that I can, you know, be able to maybe get around a little bit more, but I don't know when that will happen, because in order to do that, yeah, I would need to have something paved, or have some pavers put down or something, so that I could get around to the side and back of the house. I can't get there really. And right now, I can't get to the back of my house. The entire thing is covered in black mold. So even just going out there is rather dangerous for me with, excuse me, with my respiratory problems and asthma and all that. I can't really be going out there. I do have some things going on behind the scenes that look very promising, and for which I am just incredibly grateful for. I can't really talk about them yet. I'm not allowing myself to, because and it's not that, because I've got a person who is taking an interest in me and truly wanting to help me with some things. And this person is amazing, and they're a longtime friend of the family, and they've stepped up. And really, I mean, I sincerely believe they want to help. The thing is, they're enlisting a bunch of other people, friends of theirs, to help me, which I'm also incredibly grateful for. But because there's so many people involved, I don't want to say anything as of yet, because things can always crumble and, you know, fall apart and not happen the way that we want them to happen. And, you know, things happen. You know, that's just the nature of life. And to be completely honest, because I've had so much stuff crumble and fall apart, and I guess I've had an awful lot of disappointment and things that I thought may happen and didn't, and stuff like that over the past several years. So it's hard. It's very, very hard for me to get super excited about stuff, because until or unless it absolutely, you know, it absolutely is a thing that happens because, and I know this is something I need to get psychological help for, because I don't know what they call that when you've been let down so many times in life that you just can't believe things anymore. It's just difficult for you to, you know, wrap your head around it, and a lot of it's very overwhelming. It's good. It's all good stuff, and if all this stuff comes to fruition, oh my God, I'm going to be, you know, singing from the rooftops about it. But I just don't want to jinx it, you know, because it's there's some really great things that hopefully are on the horizon that may help me out like you wouldn't believe, especially towards my health, both physical and mental. So yeah, there is some stuff going on. I just don't know. Like I said, it's in the infancy stages of we're just talking about things, and I'm not sure yet. One good thing that's happening that I started already is that I'm seeing a chiropractor, and I've known this chiropractor for a very long time. Very good person. Very good person. Absolutely loved my dad, and you know, he's a friend. He's a lovely person, and he's helping me out a lot with my health situation. We've just started yesterday. I had my first adjustment, and I used to see him years ago for adjustments and stuff all the time. And then, you know, when things happened and fell apart and I wasn't able to get out of the house, then I wasn't able to get to him and go have adjustments and stuff like that anymore. And then I couldn't leave Dad, even if I could get out. And yeah, it just all crumbled. And I'm very hopeful that he can help me with some things with regards to my spine, especially because I'm having a lot of problems with it. And he's determined that I have some issues, like especially I think in the lower part of my back, where a bunch of the little, I don't know, I'm really horrible when it comes to this stuff, and I'm probably not explaining it right, but something about like all the little vertebrae or something are like all kind of stuck together, and he's trying to, like, I guess, like kind of get them to where they work individually like they're supposed to, instead of all clumped together and trying to move as one. So he's working on that, which is really cool. So he started yesterday, gave me a nice adjustment. We're taking baby steps with it in the beginning because of all my autoimmune stuff and because of the pseudotumor cerebri. You know, he's being very cautious, and he's consulting with, you know, neurologist friends and, you know, all kinds of people to you know, make sure that what he's doing is what needs to be done, and safely. So we are doing that, and I think that's going to be a very positive thing. I'm still in physical therapy twice a week. I'm still, on days when I'm up to it, I'm doing all the little exercises and what-sits here at home, trying to work on that. I think my stamina is building up a bit, which is good. Well, I know it is, because they've given me some tests in physical therapy to do, like with a walker, like trying to take steps and see how far I can go and in what time and all that. And I've definitely improved on that, I think, or at least stayed the same. I think I improved. I think I improved a little. But it's baby steps. It's all, I know I keep saying that, but for somebody who was in a bed mostly for 4.5 years, there's a lot of, like, I guess, muscle atrophy and all kinds of things that happen. Your body breaks down, and there's just a lot of stuff that you got to put right, if possible. I mean, I guess sometimes it gets so far gone that you can't, but in my case, thankfully, my chiropractor is able to tell from my x-rays that he believes he can put it right, and I will be able to, hopefully, maybe at some point, get out of this wheelchair at least more than I am now. I'm still about, I would say, 95% reliant on the wheelchair. I mean, I can stand for just a minute or two at the sink to wash a few dishes, which is more than I could do a year ago. I can take a few steps here and there, but a big problem with me is fatigue, and it hits me so quickly. and to the point where my back gives out and my legs just buckle, and that's when I start falling and stuff. So I have to be very, very careful about that. So right now the wheelchair is a necessary evil, but we'll see what the future holds, right? There's a bird right on the tree right over me that's just really singing up a storm. I don't know if that's coming across on the video, but also got some crows that are quite anxious to get me out of their way here. I don't think they like me out here on the driveway because I've put some peanuts out for them and they're wanting to come eat. They are really loud though. But right now, this little area outside is mine. I'm claiming it for the next 5 or 10 minutes and then I'll go inside. But my head's killing me, and I thought maybe the fresh air might help a bit. So I came out here to see. But I guess that's it. I'm just going to kind of wrap it up there. This is not going to be a really long video. There's no need. There's not a lot I can talk about. And like I said, I've been very ill and had quite a few problems with flares and migraine and all that stuff. So that's why I haven't been on. I've been a bit silent. I'm hoping to kind of put that right and the days and weeks to come, and put my best foot forward and yeah, try to improve. So hope you all are well, and I will check in as soon as I can. Thanks so much for tuning in, and see you later. Bye.